Hey guys, it's Andrea Ervay with LKN Connects Business Spotlight, and I am here today with Lauren Chase with Climbing Hills Counseling. So, Lauren, please tell our audience a little bit about yourself and how you got into creating your own business.
Absolutely. So I created Climbing Hills Counseling back in November of last year, officially launched in February of this year, and it's been really, really great. Owning my own business has always been a goal of mine. So a little bit about my background is went straight through school, bachelor's, master's, PhD, back to back to back. And
Yeah,
so I've always been in school and always been a student, been a learner. And so the idea of owning a business has always been so appealing to me because I love to learn more. And with a business, as we know, there's always something new to learn. And I think finally, when I got my PhD and got settled into academia life, I was like, I really want to do my own thing. I really want to create a business and kind of be able to lead and do the business how I want to do and be authentic to myself. And that's where Climbing Hills Counseling came about.
that's great. And I feel like most entrepreneurs are lifelong learners because we do have that desire to do more and make an impact, right? We really want to help others, is what I found from the majority of business owners that I've been in contact with. So I think that's super. And in terms of clients and people that you like to work with, who is your ideal client?
So my ideal client are the high achievers, those folks that always want to do more, more, more. And mostly I work with a lot of women that are moms, entrepreneurs, work jobs, really trying to balance it all, family, life, all that stuff that's on us, those pressures as women that we have. And really just want to have everything perfect, right? Those perfectionists that always trying to have it exactly right, have it, all the control and really feel that way. And it's hard because as we know, life we don't have control sometimes. And
Yeah.
so, how do we balance that desire to get more, 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 but also have that reality of, hey, we can't control things. We can't have everything within our control. And so, what are some tools that we can use to one, feel like we have more control in those areas that we do, or be aware of some things that we just need to let go and say,
Yeah.
hey, we can't control that.
I think that is so prevalent in the society that we live in today. We just have so many plates spinning and that overwhelm is real. So having those tools and just somebody like you to talk to, I think is huge. Now, you had mentioned that you had gone from undergrad to grad, got your PhD. Where was it? Were you in Charlotte or how did you get to Charlotte?
So coming to Charlotte was random, but not random. I always describe it as when I was applying to PhD programs, I applied to a bunch, as many do all over, not knowing we were going to get in. And I ended up with two options. I ended up with Charlotte and I ended up with Wyoming. And so, as lovely as I'm sure Wyoming is, Charlotte was a pretty easy decision for me as far as distance from my family. They had a really great play therapy program, which at that time was my specialization. And so the decision was very easy. When came to visit the campus, I fell in love, committed to going without ever seeing Charlotte in my life. I was like,
Oh,
I hope I like it. We'll see how it goes. And luckily, I fell in love with it, and I'm still here years
yeah.
later.
Yeah. Fantastic. And I feel like that's pretty common. People come from all over, but once you get to Charlotte, it's really hard not to love. And there's so many things to do here. What are some of your favorite things about Charlotte that you get to do?
So I love how everything is so accessible. So I'm from Atlanta, Georgia originally, and in Atlanta, Georgia, the traffic is horrendous. It's hard to get to a lot of places. And here in Charlotte, something I really love is I can get to one side of the town to the other in a reasonable amount of time. There's so many options of things to do. The Whitewater Center, there's great wineries, there's really great things to be able to do, which I really appreciate. That it's just if I want to go on a hike, that's very easy. If I want to go to a winery, if I want to go even on a short trip to Boone, to Asheville, everything is so accessible to go out and be. It's just really optimal for me. You get the city and you get the nature and everything together.
Yeah, absolutely. Great. We are so glad that you're here with us in Charlotte and appreciate you coming on and sharing with our LKN community what you do. And we'll share in the show notes how to connect with you. So thanks for being here,
Awesome.
Lauren.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.